Deep-fried memes. These memes are pushed to visual extremes with heavy saturation, blown-out contrast, and layers of distortion that almost make the image hard to read. The style grew out of ironic internet humor, where making something look worse was the joke itself. It often takes familiar images and intentionally ruins them, turning clarity into chaos. What makes it stand out is how it mocks polished content, showing that humor can come from visual overload rather than clean design. Compressed memes. These are images or videos saved at extremely low quality, often passed around so many times that the pixels break apart and details disappear. The origin comes from repost culture, where files are repeatedly downloaded and re-uploaded. Over time, the degradation becomes part of the humor. The lack of clarity gives them a rough, almost nostalgic feel, like something that survived too many copies to stay intact. Impact font memes. These use large white text with a black outline, usually placed at the top and bottom of an image. The format became popular in the early days of meme culture, especially on platforms like early forums and image boards. Even when used poorly or intentionally misspelled, the style is instantly recognizable. It represents one of the earliest forms of meme structure, and low-quality versions exaggerate its simplicity. Cursed memes. These memes feature unsettling or confusing images that feel slightly wrong, even if it's hard to explain why. They often come from obscure corners of the internet or strange real-life photos taken out of context. The low quality adds to the discomfort, making the image feel more mysterious and less explainable. What makes them important is how they rely on mood rather than a clear punchline. Dank memes. These are intentionally absurd and layered with references that might not make sense at first glance. The term dank originally meant something obscure or niche, and these memes often lean into that identity. Low-quality versions amplify the randomness, removing polish to make the content feel more raw. They matter because they reflect how humor evolves into inside jokes within online communities. Reaction memes. These use simple, often low-resolution images or clips to express emotions like shock, anger, or confusion. They are widely used in conversations, acting almost like visual responses instead of words. The low quality doesn't reduce their impact, and sometimes even makes them feel more relatable or spontaneous. Their strength comes from how quickly they communicate a feeling. Distorted audio memes. These memes focus on sound rather than visuals, using blown-out audio, clipping, or sudden volume changes. They often remix existing clips, exaggerating them to the point where the original meaning shifts. The rough sound quality becomes part of the experience, not a flaw. Nostalgic low-res memes. These memes recreate the look of older internet content with pixelated graphics and outdated formats. They draw inspiration from early websites, old games, and low-resolution videos from the past. The low quality is intentional, meant to bring back a sense of familiarity. What makes them unique is how they connect modern humor with earlier digital culture. Screenshot memes. These are simple captures of conversations, posts, or moments taken directly from a screen. Often left unedited or poorly cropped, they feel raw and immediate. The humor comes from the situation itself rather than any added effects. Their low quality reinforces the idea that the moment was captured quickly, without planning. Glitch memes. These memes use visual errors like broken pixels, color shifts, or digital artifacts to create a chaotic effect. They are inspired by real technical glitches, but exaggerated for style. The low quality blends with the glitch aesthetic, making it hard to tell what is intentional and what is not. They stand out by turning digital mistakes into a creative choice. Minimalist text memes. These memes rely on very simple visuals, sometimes just plain text on a blank or low-quality background. They strip away images entirely and focus on wording. The low quality is often part of the design, giving them a raw and unpolished feel. Their impact comes from how direct and easy they are to understand. Absurdist memes. These memes ignore logic and structure, presenting ideas that feel random or disconnected. They often combine unrelated elements, creating humor through confusion. Low quality enhances the effect by removing any sense of refinement. What makes them different is how they embrace unpredictability as the main source of entertainment.